What's up YouTube? Devil here with another how-to video. This one here is on basically on kill squads. Now, typically when people decide how to build their army, there's like a standardized composition to use. Now, for instance, this one here is a Goho, and most people I think would use two, possibly three, but usually two golems in order to go kill the queen. Now, what I'm trying to do in making this video is challenge that conventional thinking of just building the standardized army. What I propose is that there should be clearly defined teams with clearly defined objectives. And each team should only be given the resources to accomplish that one objective, because anything other than that objective is just a bonus. And you don't want to spend extra resources getting a little bit of a bonus that you didn't even need, at least in your plan. So in this attack, we have Harry hitting his base with a Goho, and he elects to have 3 golems. Now, there's 2 there, and then there's, of course, 1 in the CC. Now, he's going to bring a Quake. And the way that he uses the Quake, it opens up basically the entirety of the base. And that is the reason why he uses 3 golems. So by bringing 3 golems in this particular attack, he's going to tank for a very long time. And his heroes are going to do a lot of damage, they're going to kill a lot of towers, and they're going to eliminate double giant bomb spots. Now that's another key point, is that your first team should do something to enable your second team. And I feel like some people don't quite realize that. So let's go ahead and take a quick look. Now this isn't, I'm not going to show the whole video, this is just trying to illustrate a point is all I'm trying to do. So down goes 1 golem, and 2, he builds a real big funnel. I think I actually covered this in a war attack. Alright, so he's got 2 of his golems down, just tanking for these individual towers. And in just a moment, he's going to drop a Quake, or 4 Quakes even. Alright, now look at where he places the Quake, and consider how much of this base is open. He just opened this, he has access to this, to the core, he can shoot this stuff, he can shoot this stuff. Now, consider this, he's doing hogs. What are the big threat for the hogs? Of course, double giant bombs. We can look at this base and tell where the giant threats for bombs are. The giant threats for the giant bombs are gonna be here, 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 and here. So by bringing 3 golems and basically gutting the entire core of this base, or at least a large portion of it, he is certainly enabling his hogs. So that's why with this attack, with these spells specifically, he's bringing 3 golems. So that is so their objective is to kill the queen, to kill the CC, and eliminate double giant bomb possibilities. So in this instance, there's a lot of ground to cover, so he brings 3 golems. So I'm going to go ahead and back out, and we're going to watch a different one. We're going to go down to, I think it's number 11. Okay. Now this is my Golaloon attack. So what I'm going to do here, if you look at my composition first, I have 1 golem, and I have a golem here in the CC. So honestly, it looks like a pretty standard Golaloon, but in the process of carrying out the raid, I made a giant mistake. I did not deploy one of my golems. The plan was, I was attacking from up here. The plan was to drop the golems, like stagger them, drop 1, build the funnel, drop the other golem to prevent damage to both of them. Which, looking at it now, it was stupid because there's only this 1 mortar, so there's not really any splash damage except for this 1 mortar. It was kind of silly. Shouldn't have done it. Should have just dropped them both and been done with it. But what I ended up doing was accomplishing my goal with just 1 golem. Now, that's another thing I talked about a moment ago. Only allocating the resources that you truly need to accomplish the mission. This is a Golem attack, so my goal with my kill squad is the CC, the Queen, the air defense, and this air defense. When you plan your troops, you have to ask yourself, how many golems does it actually take to take out the things I need to take out? Now, I wouldn't, if you say 2 golems, I really wouldn't fault you. However, these are things that you need to consider when you build your plan. So let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so whenever I start, there's a 1 wizard on free building. So there's 1 golem, and then I go ahead and do the funneling wizards. There's the quake. I've got easy access to the 2 air defense. Obviously, my heroes are going to go right inside. And I've got a rage to use for my kill squad and poison to slow down the CC. And additionally, I'll pause it here. Notice how early I use my King's ability. Somebody asked me recently why I did it so early. Not on this attack, on a different one. But consider this. Why would I hold the ability? The objective is right here and here. And the king is like in line with the objective. Let's go get it. There's not really much reason to hold the ability other than the dragon being alive, which would cause splash damage on the barbarians. That's a valid reason not to. But they're in poison, they're getting slowed down, and I'm under rage. So if I pop the king's ability, I have all those raged up barbarians to accomplish the mission quicker. Oh, there's also a giant bomb, so I probably should have waited, but that's not the point. The point is, when you're at your objective, do what you need to do to get there. And also, with the rage in place, go ahead and utilize that. Pop your king. It's fine. He's not designed to live. He just needs to carry out his objective. If he dies, he dies. Of course, you don't want him to, but it's more important to get that air defense. Another thing popping them early does, I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, is more extraction troops. So all of these towers here, whatever is firing at my heroes, when I pop them, they're going to start shooting at the barbarians. So that's going to get me further into the base. And I went off on a big tangent, but here we go. So, all right, so this CC is not going to last very long under poison with my kill squad under rage. And that air defense is going to go down. It's not going to last long. And I'm going to go ahead, and as soon as I see that their objective is complete, I'm not going to wait. I'm going to go ahead and start the second part of my attack. And the reason you don't want to wait is because if you can do anything to get fire to help, if you can do anything to help your kill squad, you want to, because this way you can keep your heroes alive for longer. And that's pretty much it for that. I did have a golem still, but I ended up using him somewhere else. He was pretty much wasted. So that illustrates the point, I think. And I have one more. We're going to switch wars and go... No, not that. We're going to switch wars. Oops, not upgrading that. All right, so now we're going to jump down to 15. All right, not the best base, but B-More is going to hit it with a 1 golem Goho. Now, I was watching this live with Harry, and his first reply was that it was going to be a fail because he only had 1 golem. But when we think in terms of objectives, this is a cleanup attack. So we already knew that there's no double giant bomb here. So what you want your kill squad to do is enable your hogs to do what they need to do, which is go get all the towers. Now you do that by killing the queen, killing the CC, and if you can, triggering or negating a giant bomb. On this particular base, you got to ask yourself, how many golems does it really take to accomplish that mission? Does it take 2 golems? I don't think so. Look at the queen's radius. I can't click on it. But the point is, the queen will come to you. The CC comes to you. You don't have to go in very far to get that mission accomplished. And with the giant bombs, I don't recall exactly where they are, but you don't have to trip them with your kill squad. you can negate them. That is good enough. And what I mean by negate is, let's say there's a giant bomb here. I don't remember where they are. This might be a spot. But you gotta imagine where your hogs are gonna path. If there's no towers killed and you drop hogs here, they're gonna go this way, and they're gonna go this way, and they're gonna hit that giant bomb. Now, if your kill squad takes out these two towers, and you're not gonna deploy hogs here. You're gonna deploy them here. They're gonna go this way, and then up, and then down. So effectively, you negated that giant bomb because they didn't have any reason to path over this empty spot. So let's take a quick look and just see what he did exactly. He goes ahead and gets the lure on a poison. We'll skip by that as quick as we can. All right, dragon's dead, and here comes the one golem, and then just some funneling wizards. All right, so there's the breaker going in towards the Archer Queen. As soon as the Archer Queen is dead, and if he wants to even wait for maybe these to go away, there's really no reason to wait for the hogs, and he didn't wait. He sent the hogs right away. And like I said before, all these tanks here are going to take fire away from the hogs. So he is enabling these hogs to go and do what they need to do. So I hope I illustrated my point correctly. When I plan my attack, especially with hogs, a lot of times I just try to bring one golem, and also the spells even. If you don't need a jump, don't bring a jump. If you need a jump to get to a giant bomb spot, absolutely, by all means, bring it. A lot of people on this base even would have brought a jump. They would have broken this wall. They would have jumped here. But why? What is that? How is that jump really helping your hogs? If there's a giant bomb here and you know it, and you take out these defenses, you don't need to go any further. That's a heal you're missing, and that heal could, get you the extra star. So plan accordingly. Only allocate the resources that you truly need to accomplish the mission, and anything else is a bonus. Understand that. Once you understand that, then you can start modifying and not using these standardized attacks that everyone uses. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but your attack needs to be tailored to the base. So I hope I illustrated my point correctly. I hope I didn't come off as arrogant, because sometimes I do that unintentionally. And I hope you learned something. Thanks for watching. Keep up the fire.